Hey guys, and welcome back to Forest Game 03, where today we're building the comfy cubby cafe on a 20 by 15 lot in Newcrest. This is probably one of my favorite builds, to be honest. I was inspired by like tiny houses, tiny builds, like the French style cafes, all that sort of thing. Like I imagine it could like share a wall with another store, maybe like a thrift store or something like that. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite builds. I love how it turned out. I really like the color scheme that is like black and brick. And yeah, I did build it quite a while ago, and I'm only just now getting around to recording the voiceover. So I definitely don't remember everything about like my thought process and all that. I even honestly thought that I hadn't edited the video itself. Turns out I had quite a while ago, like honestly over a month ago, but I did get a new job recently, so I have been quite busy with that. I say recently, it was a month ago, if not a month and a half ago. I got a job as a back of house team member, and I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy the job, but I enjoy the work. I don't enjoy the culture. I don't know, like the work itself is perfectly fine, like it's fine. I could see myself doing for until like my YouTube thing gets off the ground running, or whatever that saying is. But that's not the only thing that matters, which is why I am definitely not staying here long term. But it's definitely good for like me being able to pay the bills and like being able to save up for surgery and all of that. So for now it does the job, which is good. But yeah, so I got that job, which meant that I had to like focus on that for the time being. So I didn't really have time for YouTube. But now things have stabilized and I've sort of gotten into the hang of things, and so I'm able to manage my time better, which means that I can return to making long form videos, because shorts take a hell of a lot less time than long videos, which is why I have been able to put out some over the past month. But yeah, returning to the build, a core part and like the main reason why it can actually work as a cafe is a celebration mod, which is a free base game compatible mod made, I'm pretty sure, by Ravasheen. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that, but I'll obviously have the link in the description so you can check it out there. I'll also be putting the links to my Patreon, where you can get the cafe build and where you can find the CC list. I put most of my stuff on early access, but like in a week or something like that, you should be able to get everything for free and like have access to all of that. So yeah, so you'll be able to find it either on my Patreon or on my Tumblr. And what was I saying? I was talking about the linking stuff in the description and celebration mod. I'm sorry, I am a bit out of it because like as I said, I haven't recorded anything in over like 2 months, I think, so just not used to it anymore. But I will get the hang of it again. I'll get back into it. But yeah, so the celebration mod. So that mod basically allows you to have any sort of like retail store or cafe in this case, or something like that. Basically any sort of shop where you have products that you can sell. It works by basically you get a sign that you have to put up anywhere on the build. In live mode, you can click on it, give the place a title, store name, and also put in a description of what the store is. And then you can select any of the products that you want to sell that are in the store. Select those, decide how much you want them to cost, and then at the start of the day or whenever you want to open up your store, you just click on the sign and click, I think it's open, but yeah, so you just click on that, select something like start your day or something like that, and then Sims can come in and buy products. Yeah, so I just think that this is an absolutely amazing mod that lets you have a store without having to pay like 20 to 40 pounds for a game pack like Get to Work, because I think it's Get to Work that lets you have stores and stuff like that, but again, I'm not 100% sure because I don't have it. So, but anyway, let's talk a bit about the build itself. I did go for a sort of black and brick theme because I was inspired by what I thought of like a French cafe aesthetic, and that's sort of what I said those things to me. The upstairs, I wanted to make more like atmospheric, cozy, romantic space where you could go up on, have a little date, where you could just sit and maybe read a book, because there is that armchair with some books next to it. We wanted the upstairs to be relaxing, romantic, just like a nice space. And then the downstairs, I still wanted it to have to like obviously connect with the upstairs, whilst being a more like quick in and out sort of place where a Sims can just go in, grab what they want to get, and then just go. I did add a piano because I thought it might be nice considering like the aesthetic and the theme I was going for in this build. Maybe you could hire a pianist or a musician who just come in and play for you, add to the atmosphere. I did put a kitchen in here so that your Sims do have somewhere where they can prepare any of the food that they're going to be selling. There is a bar, so I'm pretty sure you can hire a bartender as well. There wasn't really space for a full fridge, so I did put a mini fridge. I don't know why there isn't any base game or anything, or maybe not even base game, but like, well, no, yeah, base game mini fridge, because I feel like that's such an like integral thing that you should be able to have. Because like, or maybe even if it wasn't like base game, like why it wouldn't have come with Tiny Living? Because like I have the Tiny Living kit or pack, but I don't know, I just feel like a tiny fridge is such a good like space saver, because you can still have a counter on top of it and then like still have a fridge without having to like give one up for the other. So yeah, I didn't really know why we couldn't get a mini fridge in the Tiny Living kit or even base game. Mods, CC, custom content, amazing. Recommend it, 100%. I don't know why you would play The Sims 4. Even if you had all the packs, I don't know why you wouldn't get some sort of like CC, because there's always... The Sims 4 official stuff is good, but let's be honest, CC is amazing. Yeah, so I also have... So I have the piano, I also have a record player, so that if we don't have anyone playing the piano at the time, you can still have some sort of music. I do have a statement wall. I did think that it would be a good idea to have the sort of like one wall that's just like windows, so that Sims can like look in and like see, and so that it's more inviting, because I feel like that's the sort of thing that would bring in more customers, like being able to see, taste, smell, all of that is like marketing 101. And then in front of that I have this shelving, so two of them side by side, placed a bunch of prepped goods on those shelves, so that if your Sim is outside, they can see what's on offer. And maybe like think, that's delicious, I'd like some, and then go in and get some. And then next to the bar, I also have like a section of shelves where we have like, because at the front of the store we have like large plates, and then next to the bar I just have individual plates, so that Sims can just go in there and just get an individual plate. On the outside there's like essentially like 3 sections where Sims can like sit down and like eat or relax or something like that. So there's the one section that's like in front of the store, that's just like one table, so that if everything else is taken, there's still like somewhere that people can sit, or like if they're waiting to go inside because there's a large queue or something like that, they can just sit there. Next to the store I have a section which has 4 tables, so Sims can just like sit there with some food, maybe a coffee, or like as a family if it's hot outside or if it's the summer. Did I put 4 tables? I feel like there's 4 tables right now, but I feel like I might have cut that down to 2. Not 100% sure. We'll see by the end. But yeah, so it's just like a nice place where Sims can like sit down as a family and just like relax with a coffee, maybe a glass of wine, some cake or something. And then on the first floor of the build, there's the balcony terrace outdoor section seating area where Sims can just sit down and relax and like vibe. I feel like that's honestly just like an extension of the upstairs, of the main upstairs area. So it's still like a bit more romantic and quiet and isolated. I do love they're not fairy lights, they're like light bulbs. I do love these light bulbs. I just think that's such a nice like addition, and like very much work with the vibe of the cafe. The like seating area to the side of the cafe was a bit fiddly to get done, because I had to like make sure that the roofing was a bit lower than the flooring of the first floor, so that that sign could still be like visible above it. So that wasn't the easiest, and then I had to make sure that the columns didn't like poke out through it, so I had to lower those. And if you want, I might make a video, like a short, on how to achieve that. And yeah, I'll leave you guys to the rest of the video because I don't really know what else to say. And I hope you enjoy. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links in the description below, because I do have the link there to download the full build, as well as to check out the CC list in case you saw some CC in here that you liked and like to get. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye!